rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Clemson's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy, David. You know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So the Memphis Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic.
He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains, they mark it at the 29. Clemson jumps to the line. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to snap it quickly. They'll leave it with him. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Tempo in overdrive. They'll run it to the right. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
He'll bring it back. It's Kane. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's high. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Red pass, it's complete. It's a fumble on the play. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Trying play action. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get...
Fires into traffic, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you'd better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many people.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a nice job getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack, making sure he didn't have time to buy some more space, and he almost grabbed him and pulled him into the end zone. He almost got 2 points in a safety.
Backed up in their own end, just find some breathing room. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. The official says no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Gets away. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. At midfield, he's got room. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's high. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Clemson is quick to the line. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their...
Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. They keep attacking through the air. Pulls it in. The tackle is made after the 1st down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Smashes through. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's high. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's got an open man. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Memphis picking up the tempo.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Quick tempo here for the offense. On second down, he's looking downfield. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. A run for the quarterback. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. They're trailing by 11 to Oregon. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Memphis.
And that is exactly what you want in your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. Clemson jumps to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pocket starts to collapse. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Absolutely perfect.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air, it's high. Going over the top. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown Tigers. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball winning right now.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Moving away from pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged on the outside, it's Lamb. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's high. Going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Memphis will be forced to punt. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Clemson is quick to the line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. No huddle here for the offense.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side.
A shot toward the end zone. And he will take. Touchdown, Clemson! Great second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was weak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Looking to throw. Makes the grab right along the sideline for the two-point conversion. A very efficient five-way scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Kane. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's high. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Clemson. Turn never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. At the 35, he's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on him.
Clemson jumps to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and You're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
They ran it on first down, now on second. Looking to throw, it's high. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. It's complete to the left. Turns it on in midfield. He's off to the races. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's going to run it. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops while we'll get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Clemson is quick to the line. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They try to pop a run on the draw. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
Fourth down coming up. Number 11 on to kick it away.
That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Memphis 35.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. Just trucks through it. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. From the gun, the running back has it. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Balls at the 14. Going with the counter play here.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 32 to Oregon. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. Buys a little extra time. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
It is hard to continue to get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They continue to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the left. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Memphis! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more.
Got a lot of running room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Clemson jumps to the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Line gets set, 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. He'll throw it. He's got his man. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football.
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility.
Just steamrolling the defense. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Memphis. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a call.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. And the beatdown has ensued. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. And the extra point is good. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
28.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. They're working that left side. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good. And then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
He's looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Getting some heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Garrison. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, victory formation, victory formation, punt, win the game.
No doubt about it. When you're up 2+ possessions, there's no way for the defense to get back in the game. So take a knee, get out of here with the dub.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking for a man. It's high. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning